Skill will always beat the side hustle, and if there's one truth people need to tattoo into their minds in 2025, it's this. The hustle you choose matters far less than the skill you bring to it. Everyone is obsessed with what's the best side hustle right now, or which one makes the most money. But that mentality is the exact reason most people never make a dollar. They think the side hustle is the secret. They think success comes from picking the right game. What they don't realize is that the player matters more than the game. You can hand two people the exact same side hustle, let's say social media management. One will turn it into a $10,000/month machine. The other will quit in 2 weeks. Why? Because the first person spent time learning the craft. They understand content. They understand how to communicate, how to edit, how to grab attention, how to solve a business's problem. They developed a skill. The second person looked at the hustle like a lottery ticket. They didn't put in the work. They expected money without mastery, and the universe doesn't reward that. The harsh truth is that people jump from side hustle to side hustle because they are running from the real work, the learning phase. The part where you're not good yet, the part where you feel stupid, the part where you're practicing a skill and no one is paying you, but that is the exact stage that makes you dangerous. This is where your value is built. Your competence is built, your confidence is built, and without that, no hustle in the world will save you. Skills make you money because they make you useful. Businesses don't pay for side hustles, they pay for solutions. They pay for people who can do something better than they can. Whether that's writing emails, editing videos, running ads, creating content, designing graphics, or selling products, the money flows to the person who is skilled. And the best part, skill compounds. Once you build one, it makes learning the next one even easier. You become sharper, you pick things up quicker, you start recognizing patterns, you stop guessing, you start executing. Too many people quit right before the skill clicks. They give up when they can't land their first client. They give up when their videos don't get views. They give up when the website looks bad. They give up when the first sale doesn't happen. What they don't realize is that every failure was teaching them something. Every attempt was sharpening them. Every mistake was shaping them into someone who eventually earns what they want. A side hustle is nothing more than a vehicle. Skill is the engine. Skill is the fuel. Skill is the difference between moving forward or stalling. There are people who will start the exact same hustle as you in 2025 and get rich from it, not because the hustle is magical, but because they committed to mastering the craft behind it. And if you want the same outcome, you must do the same. The beautiful part is that skills are learnable. Nobody is born knowing how to edit videos or write copy or build websites. Everyone starts as a beginner. Everyone starts unskilled, but the winners are the ones who stay long enough to get good. They stop seeking hacks and start seeking mastery. They stop chasing trends and start building competence. And once you become skilled, opportunities line up for you. Clients chase you, money follows you, confidence grows inside you. You become someone who deserves success. That is the real cheat code in 2025. Not the side hustle, not the trend, not the tool, the skill. In 2025, attention has officially become the most valuable currency on the planet, more valuable than oil, gold, or real estate. Because attention is what drives every business, every creator, every brand, every sale, every trend. If people aren't looking at you, they're looking at someone else, and the person who controls the attention controls the money. The truth is brutal but simple. Money follows eyeballs. If you know how to capture, direct, and hold attention, you can sell absolutely anything: a service, a product, a skill, a story, even a belief. And this is exactly why the people who understand attention are winning faster than ever before. Most people think they need more talent, more money, more experience, or better equipment. They don't. They need attention. You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, you lose. Meanwhile, someone with half your talent and half your skill will make 10 times more money simply because they know how to make people look their way. That's the game now. The marketplace rewards visibility, not invisibility. And the ones who understand this are taking full advantage. Every single platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, even LinkedIn, is built on one thing: capturing attention. They fight for people's time. They fight for people's scrolls, and the reason creators are becoming millionaires at 20 is because they've cracked the code. They know how to stop people mid-scroll. They know how to spark curiosity. They know how to deliver value or entertainment quickly. They understand what the masses want, and they give it to them consistently. Businesses also desperately need attention. The best restaurants, the best gyms, the best coaches, the best e-commerce stores, all of them need eyeballs. Every view, every comment, every like is an opportunity. This is why side hustles like content creation, short-form editing, paid ads, and social media management are exploding. You are not just posting cute videos. You are dealing in attention. You are helping a business become visible in a world where invisibility equals death. You are becoming someone who can grab and hold attention, and that is a superpower. Attention is also leverage. With attention, you don't chase opportunities, opportunities chase you. You don't beg for clients, clients reach out to you. You don't have to apply for partnerships, brands offer them to you. When you have attention, you can build an audience. And when you have an audience, you can build a business around anything: coaching, products, agencies, automation, courses, even physical goods. The audience becomes your engine. You are no longer dependent on algorithms or employers or trends. You own your distribution, but capturing attention requires understanding human psychology. People are drawn to authenticity. They are drawn to entertainment, value, controversy, storytelling, aesthetics, or relatability. They are not drawn to boring, unclear, or fake. The people who win are the ones who understand that attention must be earned every second, every minute. And earning it requires creativity, consistency, and courage. Courage to be seen, courage to speak your mind, courage to put yourself out there and risk judgment. The tragedy is that most people are terrified of attention. They're scared of what people will say, what their friends will think, what strangers will comment. So they stay silent, they stay invisible, and then they wonder why nothing changes in their life. But the moment you stop fearing the spotlight and start using it, everything shifts. You don't need millions of followers. You just need enough attention to create momentum. The world is moving faster, louder, and more competitive every year. But this isn't a problem, it's an opportunity. Because in a world where everyone is fighting for attention, the ones who understand how to capture it become unstoppable. That's why attention is the new oil. It fuels everything. It powers your income. It builds your influence. It multiplies your opportunities. And if you master the art of attention, you master the game of 2025 and every year that follows. Consistency is the only real cheat code left, the only advantage you can rely on when everything else is uncertain. Talent fades, motivation fades, excitement fades, but consistency is the one thing that compounds quietly in the background until it turns you into someone unrecognizable. Most people don't fail because they're not smart enough or skilled enough. They fail because they simply don't show up long enough for their effort to pay off. They stop too early. They quit right before the breakthrough. They restart every month with a new plan, a new hustle, a new idea, never sticking with anything long enough to see results. It's not that they can't succeed, it's that they keep resetting their progress. Consistency is powerful because it exposes you to the math of compound results. One video a week becomes 52 videos a year. One outreach message a day becomes 365 chances to land clients. One skill practiced for 30 minutes a day becomes hundreds of hours of improvement before the year ends. These small, boring, unsexy actions stack up until they turn into something big. But the problem is that people don't want boring. They want fast. They want instant. They want a shortcut that doesn't require discipline. And that's exactly why they lose to the person who simply shows up every day, even at 60% effort. The truth is, consistency is hard because it's emotional. You won't feel motivated every day. Some days you'll feel tired, discouraged, doubtful, or distracted. Consistency means doing the work anyway. It means letting discipline drive the car instead of feelings. It means choosing progress over perfection. Because perfection is the enemy of consistency. People wait to feel ready, wait to feel confident, wait to feel inspired, and they waste years waiting. Meanwhile, the person who takes messy action every day becomes unstoppable. They're not better. They're not luckier, they're just consistent. Consistency also builds identity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you start believing you're someone who gets things done. That belief turns into confidence. That confidence turns into momentum, and momentum is the most powerful force in self-improvement. Once you have momentum, the work stops feeling like a burden and starts feeling like a natural part of who you are. But you can't get momentum without first surviving the slow, quiet, invisible phase, the phase where you're doing the right things and no results are showing yet. Most people quit in this phase because they can't handle silence. They want results now, but real growth takes time, and only consistency carries you through the waiting period. Success in 2025 won't belong to the most talented or the most creative, it will belong to the most consistent. The person who posts daily, practices daily, improves daily, tries daily, reaches out daily. The person who treats their goals like a non-negotiable part of their life instead of something they do only when they're in the mood. Consistency doesn't guarantee success overnight, but inconsistency guarantees failure. If you can stay consistent, especially when it's boring, tiring, or difficult, you become someone unstoppable. And that's the closest thing to a cheat code that actually exists.